Hey guys, today is our second day at Maui, and I am going to be going through a bunch more stops that are necessary for you to visit if you ever visit Maui. So first we headed out of our resort, Kama'ole Sands, and we walked through. And then we went to the beach that was closest to our resort, which was this. It's Kama'ole Beach Park, and we had a bunch of fun here for like maybe an hour or something. And to be honest, we tried not to touch the water, but things happen. But anyways, after this, we kind of played in the beach, got cleaned up a bit, just like mostly our feet, because that was the only thing in the sand. And then cleaned ourselves up and went to another stop. This is like, how do we say this? A beach walk? And it's like this whole bridge where you can walk through. I couldn't find the end of this. It was pretty much endless, to be honest. And there was a beach beside this, so I guess you could call this a beach walk. I don't know, to be honest, because I don't remember the name of this. And along the way, there were many lookout points that you didn't really know the name of, but they were still there. And then this was the lake next to it. It's said to be some type of myth where the pool fills with a color that looks like blood. It might look purple now, but if you go there in real life, it actually looks like blood and it looks like someone died in there. It happens. Oh no. There's like this myth where it changes into red like every afternoon or something. And then the beach that was just there was the one next to the beach walk. And then we're doing this drive along the west side of Maui, since we covered the east side of Maui in the first day, which was the Hana Drive. This one is equally as spectacular, showing full-on nature on one side and oceans on the other. We walk through, and I couldn't help but notice that they put like, how do you call them, nets on the sides of the walls to keep the rocks from falling on and to protect us from, I guess, rock slides, which is very helpful. And I absolutely think that they were good in doing this. And then we came over to a whale watching stop, and we did catch a humpback whale or two. But overall, this was like an amazing experience. I never thought I'd go whale watching. This is zoomed in part of the beach along the whale watching. And it's made of like clay, I'm pretty sure, since it's all red. And then the whales, they kind of just like popped their heads out and went upside down after they jumped up. And see, some of the nets are all highly designed. Some of them have small holes in case, because those are probably more prone to having small rock slides and still busting some tires or something. And then some of them have like just really big metal nets because it's mostly just big rock slides that could crush a car. So we continued with the drive, looking at the ocean on one side and then the nature of all these mountains and everything on the other. This is the west side, and it's known for all its greenery, and I can definitely see that right now. The west side is more into nature than the east, although I highly doubt that. Just in general, it is prone to the nature. And then we went on this kind of drive. We're getting close to like, I guess you'd call it a burn village. But here you can truly see that it has a lot more greenery than the east side. And then there's this mountain in the distance. I really love like that crevice where a bunch more smoke piles through and how it's basically shaped. And then now we come over to the burned villa. Well, it's a historic town, and just last year there was a deadly wildfire. It's called Lahaina, and it killed at least like 100 people, which is really sad. It happened on August 8th, shortly after 6:30 a.m., where utility poles and lines were snapped and they ignited tall grass and everything. And then we just went across the golf course, and I was amazed by the length of it and how it was kept in such good condition. That honestly surprised me. And then these are a few lookout points. This is like an amazing lake over here, and I love the color of the water and how you don't really see any of the corals or anything beneath it, but it still has the vibe of an ocean. And then again, this is another place where the greenery and vegetation of the West Drive of Maui really shows. We continued with our drive and went to a bunch more lookout points. And the west side of Maui kind of has areas like Lahaina, Napili, and Kapalua, even Kanapali. And the most recognized one I would say is Lahaina, because it's a burned village. Like right now at least. It's the most recognized. I bet it was a prospering town. I just don't like that more than 100 people died in that. And there's still like 66 that are reported missing. And about 80 something that are like, people are not sure whether they're missing or not. See, along the road, there's like many kind of just curves on the sides of the roads to park your car in and go and have a lookout. This was actually amazing. I absolutely loved the view. It's so calm, to be honest. Let's just say it was mesmerizing. Lookout points and all of that, and the most scenic place in Maui is the Black Sand Beach. We covered that in our first stay. And basically my purpose for these videos are to show you, if you're visiting for a short time like us, we're gonna show you like the best places to visit in Maui itself. And based on that, I think we had a pretty good time. And then on drives like this, it's kind of scary to go around the corner because you're on a mountaintop, and if someone else is coming at full speed and so are you, then you both will be scared. But as you can look at the side, this is all like natural. No one made these, and even this island itself, it was made by nature, it's not man-made or anything. And then here we go, we are at Nakalele Blowhole Park. So here, this is a natural spout. It shoots up to like 100 feet in the air. And here you could hike down a rocky trail, which lets you get up close. And it's easier to approach this from the west side than the east. And we have to wear appropriate footwear because it's very slippery and a lot dangerous. And if you visit during high tide, the water spouts are at their most impressive. While you're here, you can also check out the Nakalele Point Lighthouse, but we didn't do that. Sitting here and watching this was cool enough because we were right next to the ocean, and once the tide comes in, then it spouts out of the blowhole. It's really impressive to watch, to be honest. Just thinking about that this steam shaped the crevice it goes through like this is what's mesmerizing to me. And then we stayed for a while here. We hiked down a bit further, took a closer look, and then came back to this point and just stayed there and watched. And then we continued with the drive. The thing is, this drive is actually pretty dangerous. We built up some courage to do this because the thing is, the drive kind of turns into a one-way road after some time, which was, again, pretty scary. To be honest, I didn't hate it, but like one-way roads are kind of make you freak out. We're gonna encounter a one-way road in a bit after this. But the fact that we're able to have a mountain on one side and the ocean on the other reminds me of like some of my best drives ever. Curves all the way around the mountainside. And here we go. Now we have the one-way road. See, this is very threatening because the thing is, if you go too fast, then once you curve around and another person doesn't see you and you both are like going really fast, you can easily crash. And you have to back. If you find another person, you have to back up basically to let them pass through, because as you can see, this road is only enough for one car. And it was very frightening, but we gathered up enough courage and went over. We did a lot, but it was actually pretty cool because I've never really seen one-way roads, and I never even knew they existed. I'm like, who would be crazy enough to make a one-way road? But like, now that we're here, it's not fake. You can't even back up because this is a whole mountaintop and stuff. So it's really dangerous because if you back up, there's like a lot higher chance that you'll fall. And then this was another stop that we had, and we stopped and looked out. It was amazing. It was pretty much worth it because you see the mountains with the ocean right here. And that makes it all the more amazing. There's a lot we could do, and I didn't regret any of it. To be honest, I could have done a lot more, but just this much is enough. And then we stopped after a while because we could go over to that mountain that's like the end of the road, and there we would probably have a lookout into the ocean below. But after this, I think we couldn't have enough courage, because I'm pretty sure a bunch of people have gone there, and encountering that many people on the road across would have been stressful. And another reason we didn't go there, because looking at it, it would have been a really tough drive. We would need a 4-wheel drive, one that puts pressure, one that goes with the force of all four, like something like a truck instead of a normal car. And here you can kind of see the winding road and see another cars coming over, so we decided to just go back, because you can't really handle it. It's really cool and everything, but I am like 100% sure we would need a truck to do any of the sort. Our car is not, I guess, let's just say it's not fit for these types of things. And then now we came to Turtle Beach. This was an amazing experience because there were like 2 turtles, like giant turtles, just lying around in the sand, just sunbathing. And it was an experience in itself. I appreciated the waves calmly making their way towards the shore. And then we encountered this, like, I guess you could call it this little beach with red, white, and black pebbles. You can just call this Pebble Beach, and it was stunning. I love the pattern of the little pebbles, and I've never really seen red pebbles anywhere that much. So that really kind of, I guess you could say, did something to me. I was just like happy to be able to see this. But then we encountered the turtles, and I just stayed there watching it open its eyes and close them because it was really cute, at least for me. And to be honest, I did nothing else. I just stayed there and stayed there on the beach, watched the turtles, and watched the ocean, and it was calming in a way. So I didn't have that many problems. But other than that, we spent some quality time at this beach, and it was one of the best beaches I've ever gone to. There isn't really many beaches where you can swim with turtles and just see turtles lying around on the shore. After some time on the beach, though, we stayed there, watched the clouds, seas, turtles, everything. But after a bit, we headed out again, and this time we went and landed in a harbor. The winds were really high. Guess you can figure that out by the ocean here. But at the harbor, the winds were really high, and my hair kept blowing across my face. And I kept facing the direction of the wind, because even though I felt cold, my hair wouldn't blow in my face, and it wouldn't be really annoying. But other than that, we got to see like so many ships. And to be honest, this harbor wasn't that bad. It isn't as crowded in the middle, and they keep the ships in place and everything. Usually some harbors have ships crowded like every inch, and you can't even get out without moving a bunch of other ships. And then this also had a seaside view, obviously, since the ships need some sort of route or passage to get into the ocean. But the waters were very calm here, and they weren't very light. They were deep. Well, they were dark, which means the water was probably deep, maybe 100 or so feet. But after that, we headed out again, and for the afternoon, or I guess nighttime, we landed up here and got some food, all of that stuff. Maui is known for its culinary diversity, so they always have a bunch of food trucks everywhere. It's apparently supposed to be a thing of Maui. There were even some games here that I played, like trying to get this thing in the hoop or the ring, or something like that. I could make my hoop touch the ring, but it never landed on it. I always just touched it. And then here were some fountains. And then this is like our hotel at night. It's actually really beautiful, if I say so myself. And overall, I enjoyed our time at Maui. Just a few more clips of the beaches and how calm it was, the distance, the mountains you could see in the distance, everything basically. And then this is the beach near my hotel, Kamali Beach Park, and then my mom had enough courage to walk onto to go over to that little rock that was uplifted and walked over there to the ocean and took a snap of all of these. Bunch of sea urchins, little fishies and everything. But honestly, I was mesmerized. This was all really amazing. I spent forever looking at this clip because I wanted to go there, but like, I don't know how she managed, to be honest, because it was scary for me. And just looking around, you can see the beach in the distance. All of that. This will probably be our last stop. No, it is our last stop of the day. And here you can see the little fish. Super cute. I love the patterned, basically just the patterns, because it's like a grayish and black. And then my mom took a clip of the sea behind her. This does require a lot of courage, so just congrats to my mom. She got to see this in person and everything. I love how the sea just goes into there and the water comes out again. It's just nice seeing nature without anyone disturbing it, you know? It's a whole nother view in itself. See here the waves come in and it goes back again. And this is a sight in itself. But anyways, guys, I hope I helped you in this video and you'll have more of your priorities straight on what places to visit in Maui. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.